What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. I just saw a little something online where Paulie Malignaggi was saying he want to see Tank fight Zepeda. I don't. It'll be an early knockout. I think Zepeda might go 6, 7 rounds. Tank would knock him out to the body. I'm sure of that. Zepeda's a good fighter and he a good pressure fighter, but I could see Tank would slip slide up in there and be catching him with big uppercuts right to the midsection, man, and eventually take him out with a body shot. I see that's real obvious to me. I think Keyshawn Davis or Tank knocks Zepeda out. I hate to say it, but I really did like that fight Zepeda had last I think like 2 weeks ago, but I see him getting KO'd by Tank. Tank go to the body real good, and you know that fight with Lamar Roach. Paulie know better than be a prisoner of the moment like that. A guy that know you and real familiar with you, a lot of times it's gonna be a close fight like that. But I don't for one second think Tank and Roach necessarily the same level of fighter. I think Roach is a damn good fighter, but he fought the best fight I think he could have fought, and I didn't see a scratch on Tank's face, which means ain't nothing on them punches really. And once again, Paulie know you gotta take the title, so you know damn well. I'ma just go back to the fight Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad had. If you go by boxing, I felt like Oscar De La Hoya clearly outboxed Trinidad, but he also took all the play away from the fight because Trinidad was trying to fight in there and was walking him down all night, and that's why Oscar lost the fight. People not paying top dollar to watch no damn chess match. They ain't paying that kind of money for that, and you can say what you want. That's the way boxing is. At the highest level, they really want to see a fight. And, and boxers like to say certain shit if after they have certain type of fights, but deep down inside, they know how this game works. Ain't nowhere in the world they don't know how this game works and they in the game. Especially if you watch the fights and been watching them over the years. It ain't nothing. If you don't do nothing, you gotta make some serious you gotta make some big statements to take a title from a pay-per-view star. You're not gonna get no close one against them. You know, there was a competitive fight between Tank and Roach. They was both in there landing shots. If you looked at the fighters after the fight, you would think Tank won. I'm not, and I'm just saying how they looked as far as damage done from the punches, and all that shit matter. You might not want it to, but it do, man. This thing got to be able to be sold. People say, the promoters and the sanctioning bodies, they got to be able to sell these fights to the public. You can't sell what Roach did. You can't sell that. That's not gonna get money out people's pockets. That's not gonna get pay-per-view numbers. That's not gonna get full seats. No disrespect to Lamar Roach. He fought a damn good fight, but there's a lot of good boxers out there. I mean, a million of them. You take a little something more than that to really get to them top spots. It do. Bud ain't out there going 12 rounds. He knocking most of these motherfuckers out. Spence was knocking most of his opponents out. Tank to knock damn near everybody out. Ryan Garcia knocked most of his fighters out. The fights he be in, most of them was going to sleep. And them the guys, when you see the ones who making the real money, it kind of go hand in hand. Mike Tyson was knocking people out. The people that make that real top dollar, they usually had that part about them before Floyd hurt his hands, knocking everything out at 126, 130, 135. He was knocking everything out except Castillo. So that's what I'm talking about. If to get that top spot, you gotta have a top fight. And like I said, Zepeda is a damn good fighter. I take, I do agree, but I don't know why you want to see that fight. It's real obvious how that go down. I don't think Zepeda. I think Zepeda might be a bigger fighter than Leo Santa Cruz, but I don't think he's a better fighter. Leo Santa Cruz is A class competition, you know, and that's a similar type opponent. Tank already showed you what he do with them kind. They gonna catch him in between them punches with something he ain't gonna see, and he going down. I mean that's what happened in that fight. Just because the way he fight, he ripe for a knockout in that fight. He will get KO. There's no way he make it 12 rounds in there with Tank. I'm sure of that. I bet everything on that. I really would. I don't know why. I don't know what made Paulie say that. I really don't. I mean, he a boxer. He know how Tank fight. Tank a smart fighter and Tank tough. It ain't like he gonna fold up. And once again, you know, we just go to, we just get too crazy out here now about one fight. Boxing like any other sport, any other job, you have your good days, and if you're around long enough, you're gonna have some bad ones. And just so happen when you have a bad day, if you're a star, you got millions of people watching on that bad day. But it's not about having a bad day; it's how you handle that bad day. I had to say Tank handled it as well. Yeah, now he did take a knee, and they probably should have called that a knockdown. But hey, man, once again, just go back to what I was saying in the early part. To be the champion, you got to take that title. They not gonna give it to you. You ain't gonna barely win no fight and win that fight. You gotta take that. It's gotta be nothing that can be disputed for a guy like that, a 20-1 underdog, to come in Las Vegas and they pay all that motherfucking money out. It's business going on too. You know what 20-1 pay at the window, and that's what the odds was, 20-1. Common sense tell you right there, somebody losing. They damn sure ain't gonna win. Unless they put this other motherfucker down. They ain't paying that kind of money out on nothing like that. You gotta be realistic and understand what it is you doing. It's legal betting going on this fight. There's a lot of money exchanging hands in these fights, not just between the fighters. The sports book, all that. I mean, it's a lot going on. This shit business. And you want that top spot, you got to take it. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.